Nortor Swan is proud to present the debut of the New York Yacht Club's new one design class, the Swan Club 42. The club's vision was to create a cruiser racer that would be nimble around the buoys, sturdy offshore, and comfortable for cruising. The Herman Frères design group was commissioned to develop the concept into a fast design optimized for the IRC rule. It features a T-keel. Newport, Rhode Island, former home of the America's Cup races, is the venue for the first Swan Club 42 National Championship hosted by the New York Yacht Club. 18 boats line up for the start of race 1 of a 7-race series. The crews are amateurs, although one professional is allowed to race on each boat. Nevertheless, the resume of many of the sailors includes former greats from the Olympics, the America's Cup, All-American collegiate sailors, and ocean race champions. This is the first Swan to feature a retractable bowsprit. On board with Arethusa, skippered by Phil Lutz. His navigator, Bill George, sailed with Ted Turner in the America's Cup races 30 years ago and is very much at home on these waters. He calls the shots for Arethusa. Russ Silvestri of San Francisco trims the jib. For Phil Lutz, racing Arethusa is a family affair. His wife, Wendy, and sons, college students Chris and Doug, are regulars on the crew. Names of boats are always intriguing. Arethusa was a mythical Greek fountain nymph. Many British naval war vessels use the name for good luck.
And tacking.
Arethusa is one of the most competitive boats out here.
Down. Relay. Don't call the hoist early. Bear down a little more. Come on.
Like most of the sailors in this class, Phil Lutz and his team are on a fast-track learning curve. And they're enjoying every moment.
First regatta, first time on the boat was Block Island, and we spent a lot of time on the boat, Block Island and the Swan Cup, and a few regattas in between, a few weekends in between practicing. So we feel that we have at least a base setting at this point. We sort of know where our numbers should be. That last race showed that we don't have, we're not slow. We may not be faster than anybody else, but we don't think we're slow. We did the right things. So still more to come, still more things to learn, but we feel pretty confident where we are right now.
Orbit is owned by helmsman Sandy Vitor and navigator Dodd Fraser. The boat is named after Vitor's ancestor's shipping company, the Blackball Packet Line, which used a black globe, or orbit, as their company logo. Like most owners, Vitor and Fraser are longtime sailors in other boats, but were attracted to this class by the Corinthian nature of the cruise, close competition, and the chance to sail a medium-sized boat offshore. The speed numbers are impressive. Upwind and 12 knots of breeze, the 42 sail at 7.8 knots and tack through 75 degrees. And downwind, these boats are a joy. They easily attain speeds of 10 knots or more thanks to the immense asymmetrical spinnakers.
Faster rather than slower though, on balance. We're going to jive in this puff, get ready to go.
Yet boat handling is easy on this well laid out deck. All 10 crew are busy on every boat.
Got a kite?
Nice jive.
Start to come down.
New York Yacht Club Vice Commodore David Elwell was the visionary for this class.
The idea behind it was to continue the New York Yacht Club tradition of one design racing in the 150 years of the club. This is the 8th class we've had.
Be prepared to be on the breeze after the weather mark.
Yeah, the size of the boat at 42 feet was largely determined by a boat that we wanted people to be able to cruise with their families. And if you get much bigger than 42 feet, the boats get difficult to handle, and obviously they get incrementally, significantly more expensive. So the 42-foot size seemed to be a size that would fit from a family standpoint, and also something that would fit from an economic standpoint.
So how do you feel seeing 18 of these one design 42s out there on the starting line?
Oh, I think for the first year it's spectacular. It exceeded my every expectation. We've got about 3 or 4 more that will be coming to the New York Yacht Club, and we hope that a number of other notable yacht clubs will have fleets that we can compete against for years to come.
Herman Ferris Jr. was the principal designer of the Swan Club 42. He got many of his ideas for this boat from his America's Cup experiences.
The ways to gain length, reduce drag of the hull, the appendage shapes, and mast, sails, interaction, that together with the hull and appendages comes straight off the America's Cup. So even if on the outside you won't see it, there are some features like the T-keel that comes straight off our latest America's Cup development, but was adapted for the speeds and the conditions of sailings of this boat. So the technology and the concepts are the same.
Back on board Orbit.
Right now it's a state-of-the-art boat. So when you're going outwind, the boat sails beautifully. When you're going downwind, it sails beautifully. It has all the toys. The Sprint makes it much easier to have a Corinthian crew than you might with a full symmetrical boat. And put all that in a package and add in the one design, it's hard to beat.
After 7 races, Alex Jackson's Amelia wins with a 6-point average. Mustang is second, Tiburon third, and Arethusa fourth. Only 10 points separate second from ninth, proving just how competitive this class is. It bodes well for the future.